When we decide to choose God, that's when everything is going to change. Our friendships are going to change. That job will change. That relationship will change. God is calling us out of things that we need to let go of. And the moment that we choose Him, we're going to gain that confirmation. I remember when I was going through a time in my life where my job that I had at the time was making me feel drained. The relationship that I was in, I felt so drained, and I kept crying and crying. And I was like, what is it in my life right now that I don't like? What is it that I need to change right now? So I decided to choose God. And the moment that I decided to choose God, that's when everything changed. That's when I gained the confirmation that there were certain things that I had to let go of. And the very things that was making me cry and let go of, God did not call me into it. And I remember when I let go of these things, that's when God added better things into my life. He started adding better people into my life. He added my brother back into my life. He added better opportunities in my life. And God is calling some of us out of these things, but some of us, we can't let go of these things because we don't know what's on the other side. We're afraid to let go of it because we're so used to it. We're so used to the known. We're so used to our habits. We're so used to the people. And God is calling some of us out of it. I say some because not I say this in the most humblest way possible. Not everybody wants to grow. And usually, like, when we choose God, we're telling God that we want to grow and we want what He wants for our lives. So the moment that we choose the Lord is the moment that we're going to have to let go of some of these things. And we have to remember that Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life. And when we choose Him, we're just going to have to trust that things will get better. And it usually starts with the people around us. God is calling some of us to let go of these friendships, some of these relationships in our lives that are doing no good to us, some of these jobs in our lives that's making us cry, making us feel drainage. And we already know from rip off get-go that we need to let go because it's making us cry. Like, we don't like how it makes us feel. And if you keep holding on to whatever it is that's making you feel that way, it's gonna be an ongoing thing until you decide to let go of it. And some of us don't know when to let go or hold on because we don't know what's right or what's wrong. And the moment that you decide to choose God, you're telling God that I decide to choose you. I want you to make the decision in my life, and you're going to start to grow. You're going to start to gain that discernment. You're going to start to know what's right and what's wrong when you grow with God. You're going to decide, you're going to know when God is telling you it's time. And the moment that God is telling you it's time is the moment that you decide to choose Him. And you just have to remember that when you choose God, you did not make a bad choice. When you choose God, you're telling God that I want to be happy and I don't want to feel like this for the rest of my life. And some of us, we're still holding on to it, like I mentioned before, is because we don't know what's on the other side. But how are you going to know what's on the other side if you're holding so tight to it when God is calling you out of it? If it's making you cry, if it's making you unhappy, you already know it by the way you feel. You're just gonna have to go with it. And another thing that I do want to mention is that when we choose God, we're gonna kind of end up backsliding. It's not that we messed up or anything, but you're a threat to the enemy at this point when you choose God. So the enemy is gonna try to throw at you the same people. Like, he's gonna bring back the same people into your life, and he's gonna use them to make you backslide into your old habits. But you're gonna have to remember your why and why you chose God. When you choose God, you just have to remember that things are not going to be the same anymore, and everything is going to shift for you. Everything's going to change for you, and it's for the best. And it's for, it's not just for you also. It's for your family. It's for your children. You're breaking generational curses, and it's not going to feel normal because you're not used to that. You're not used to that at the moment, but you have to trust God and you have to believe Him, and you're going to have to just rock with it, and you're going to have to run with it. Because if you're not going to run with it, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay in environments that's not going to help you grow. You're going to be around people that's going to drain you. You're going to be doing things that's making you unhappy, and you're going to be crying all the time, and you're going to catch yourself in a why me mentality, when God is saying the moment that you choose me is the moment that everything's going to change. And it's not going to be a drastic change right away. No, it's going to be better off than where you were at before, for sure. But God is going to work in us he's gonna work within us baby steps. And when he works within us, he's going to be patient with us. So if you end up backsliding, you have to trust that God is going to get you back into alignment. You have to remember, I want what's best for me, and I know that God wants what's best for me, and I know that if I choose him, things are going to change. But if I choose this way, if I don't let go of what's draining me, my life is going to stay the same way. So I don't know who this word is for. If this word encouraged you, share this with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye.